Assalamualaikum and good day, guys. At this point, we have learned up until modulus. So we have modulus and argument. What is this is for? It is for you to locate where is the location of complex number. Until now, we have learned modulus, which is by calculating modulus, we'll know how far is our complex number from its origin. So which is the length. Now, for the argument, what does it really mean? Right? We are going to find the degree. So by figuring out this, we are able to later exactly locate where is the complex number in our chart. So we have this and we have the modulus, hence we are able to locate the complex number. So let's see how to calculate it. So we calculate it by using this formula, tan inverse B over A. Okay, tan inverse V over A. We are going to talk later why tan. Why not cos, why not sin, right? So tan inverse B over A, just let's try to directly use this example 1.12. We have question 1, right? Let's try to do question 1 to negative 3j. So we have tan inverse B over A, meaning imaginary over real value. So the imaginary value for this question is negative 3 over 2. So just input it in your calculator and it will give you the answer of equal negative 56.3099. So what does that really mean? Because basically we don't have a negative value, right, for our degree. So basically, to determine the actual argument for each question, it is not ultimately based on this formula. You'll need to imagine it a little bit. For this case, let's just draw it. We have the graph here, the x and y axis. So let's locate where does this complex number is at actually. So we have A 2, 1, 2. We have B negative 3. So on the y-axis, negative should be at this area 1, 2, 3. Negative 3. So basically this is where it should be, right? So we have 2, negative 3 here. So if we were to draw the line, this is where it should be. Okay, this is the location. Now 56.3. Okay, when you reading a chart, finding the argument, okay, but we should always find it from the positive x-axis, which is this area, the first quadrant, from the first quadrant, right? This is the first quadrant, this is the second quadrant, this is the third quadrant, and this is the fourth quadrant. We should always start at the first quadrant, which is this one, this area. So meaning that if we looking from the first quadrant, which is this area, and we go up till this line, is it logic that it is represent 56%, or for this case negative 56? Not logic at all, because we know that in one quadrant we have 90 degree, right? 90. So basically if we are to calculate this, it should be more than, we know that it should be more than 270, because 90, 180, 270 and a little bit more. It should be more than, when you calculate the degree, it should be more than 270, but this only give you 56. So where is this 56? It is actually representing this area, this degree. Right, this is where the 56.3099% is. So we don't want that. We want this one. So how to get it? By subtracting with 360, or for this case, because it's already in a negative form, by sum it to 360, which is the total degree, and you'll get 303.69. So equal to 303.69. So is it logic? Right, it is more than 270. It is in the fourth quadrant, so the value should be from 271 till 360, which is logic, right? So this is the answer. So as you can see, the argument will not solely based on the formula. You need to also understand the location. So let's do the second one. 6 plus 5j. So for 6 plus 5j, okay, so calculate it, equal to tan inverse 5/6. So 39.8 equal to 39.8. So is it logic? 39.8. Okay, you can cross check it with the area. So we have 6a. So just put it anywhere, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then you have 5 for b. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it should be around here, and the line should be here. It is actually in the first quadrant. So as we said before, the degree, the argument should always start at the positive x-axis, or the first quadrant. So from the positive x-axis going up, and this is where the argument should be. So because of it is still not passing the first quadrant, meaning that it is still not passing 90 degree. Okay, check. And as you can see, this is actually around the middle area, which is, maybe 45 or less, right? 90/2 is 45 degree or less. So we get here 39.8. So it is actually quite logic, right? This is actually 39.8 degree. This is the argument for this second question. Now let's look at the third and the question for exercise 1.7. 1, -2, -j. So we have 3 equal to tan inverse b is -1/-2. Alright, let's calculate it. You should get 26.5651. 26.5651. Again, let's ask back whether this actually can be used to directly represent the argument for this question. So let's draw it down. Where is the a? -2. -2 should be around here. Negative, right? and B is -1, should be down here. So this is where roughly the location should be, and this is the line. Now it is on the third quadrant, right? On the third quadrant. So basically it should be, if you want to look at it from the positive x-axis or the first quadrant, it should be more than 180. 90 plus 90, it should be more than 180 degree, but what we get now is 26.56. so where is this 26.56 stand at, right? So the most logic answer, right, it should be around here. Why not starting from this one or from this area? Because as you can see here, this is the tiltness not exceed 45 degree yet, right? It should be less than it. So if you put this, if you put it this as the argument, it might be wrong. So it is actually at this area. Okay, so this is actually 26.5651 degree. So how to get the total area from the positive x-axis? We should sum everything. Okay, so sum with 180, right? When you plus with 180, you'll get 206.57. 206.57. So I hope that you see it now on how to get it. Let's do another one. Okay, for question number 2, we have 5J only. So 5J, it is tan -1 B over A. So B is 5 over A is 0, and you should get math error. But please don't freak out. It become math error because in division you should not have 0 value as a denominator. But what we can do is look at the graph. Where is 5? And what is for A it is 0. So basically it is at this is where is it. For B it is 5 positive, which is 1 2 3 4 5. So 0 5 should be it should be up at this y-axis line. Basically, if you want to look at from the positive x-axis, it should be, we should looking at this argument. So what does this stand for? Right, the argument is 90 degrees. So this is actually 90 degree. Right, this is actually the answer. No, basically when you come up with this kind of question, there's no need for you to do calculation because you will get math error. So that is for the argument. The next one we're going to talk about polar form, which is the form that we'll use tan, sin and cos. All right, so thank you.